Good morning. This is the suburban edge, that place between the country and the city where together you and I can learn modern homesteading skills. My name's Misty, and today we're going to harvest some of our Vesuvio tomatoes. I don't know how this is going to go. We had about a week and a half of crazy rain. It's the beginning of October. A lot of my tomatoes have split, but with Vesuvio, if you don't know this, they have a thick skin and they have an enzyme in them that helps prevent rot. I have a video all about them. I think I might even have to. I don't know. I will link those at the end. But once they're 70% ripe, you can harvest the whole cluster, hang them up in a cool, dry place, and they will continue to ripen, which means in January, I can be eating fresh cherry tomatoes, which is amazing. So I want to try this unless they're all split. So I've got myself, you're supposed to use hemp twine, which I don't have, but I have cotton twine, and I guess we'll see how that goes. And what you want to do is find a cluster that's at least 70% on the ripe side. It's a little cluster. It's got one green one, but the red ones will help the green ones go. And all you do is you just thread them on your string and continue on, and you just make a cluster like that. So I'm going to just, I might move this so you can see what I'm doing. I mean, that would be fun. Otherwise, what a boring video that would be. It's really overgrown. I wonder if I can, I'm going to hang my string right here on the tripod there. And we're just going to start looking for clusters. And it's late in the season, so I can start cutting back this vine. I can't find where this cluster actually is. Oh, that one's got a split tomato on it. See, that might be tricky because we just got so much rain. But I'm going to try it. If this is the only split one, I'm just going to cut it off. There's not a lot of ready information about growing these, so we're experimenting. And I'm so sorry. I have a cold. That one's not 70%. Neither is that one. Ooh. I got a couple splits, so I don't know how this is going to go. I'm going to take the split ones off. This pink one is split. This blushy one is, oh my goodness. Yikes. We'll do what we can. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so these are not 70% ripe. I'm going to take this green one off of here and try to leave it out here. We are going to have about 4 days of sun. I'm just going to leave the cluster right back out here, and maybe I can grab them after our sunshine days. But because I have so many split tomatoes, I really want to pull off the ones I can. I'm just going to do some tomato vine cleanup at this point. Look, it's October. Just want to show you this. It's October and these crazy plants are still setting tiny little tomatoes. Which, look, I got flowers. They're not going to do anything, so I might as well start a little fall cleanup here. Look, more flowers. What crazy madness is this? Now you do know that the difference between an indeterminate and a determinate tomato is that the indeterminates will keep going until the first frost. They thrive on it, but there's nothing I can do at that point. I mean, at some point you got to stop. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to cut back some of this foliage so some of these green ones might have a chance to start turning, and then I'll be able to put them on my string for winter storage. This boggles my mind. If this works, that will be amazing. If my loft doesn't end up with fruit flies in it, I will be amazed. But I'm just looking for, right now, clusters that are like 70% red or ripened. And I do have some. Unfortunately, a lot of those are split tomatoes. I'm going to move to the inside and we'll see what we have there. Hold on. That's better, right? Okay, so I'm inside and I'm just looking for those clusters that are about 70% red. I think I see one over here. No splits even. That's perfect. Do you see how most of the tomatoes are ripe or getting ripe? That's perfect. And you just take it. See my loop here? Try to hold it up higher. You just take it and you're just going to set that cluster over that string loop, and this is what we're doing. It seems weird, but it works. I've never done it, but it works. Okay, we'll keep looking. I have a really good candidate right here. This one looks really good. And no splits. I think it would have been pretty good to try to get these before the rain came. We were frantically painting our house. You know, life gets in the way. So at that point, you just go, okay, whatever. I'm going to have plenty of green tomatoes to deal with, which is good. We're almost out of ketchup. If you've never tried green tomato ketchup, so good. Well, all the tomatoes fell off and it's mostly green. So I'm going to set it over here. Hopefully we can get some action in the next few days. I got tomatoes in my pockets. All right, well, I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to harvest what I can and I'll show you how I hang it up. All right, so I went through all of the Vesuvios and I got this. There's a lot of green ones on there, but I feel like it's worth a try, right? We're in the second week of October. Actually, we're in the first week of October, and the rainy season has already started. So it's either let them stay out here and split or try to see if they will ripen over the winter. It's fun. We're experimenting. Plus, you know, I have a freezer full of tomatoes. It's not like I didn't get a bumper crop. I'm going to go up to the loft, and I'm going to bring you with me, and I will show you my plan for hanging these up. Never done this before. If you've ever done anything like this before, please comment. This is a loft area that we have that looked like a really great place. It's not all the way up. It's about 5 feet off the ground. It's going to get plenty of airflow. I will be coming back to show you what happens with this. So periodically check back in and we will see if I have tomatoes, and if we have a nice 4 days of dry out, I may be adding to that string, which is great. Hang in with me, we'll see. Thank you for joining me on the Suburban Edge. Thank you for your comments. If you like this content, please hit like and subscribe. I would like to show you, what happens with these, so I'm sure there'll be a follow-up. And here's the videos on those, in case you were interested in seeing the beginning process. And yeah. God bless you. Bye.